Welcome into Turn Up the Volume, where volume stands for Voices of Ladies United, Motivated, and Empowered. Spring cleaning is in full effect, but we're going to keep it going even into the summer. And the best way to talk about that a little bit and about her is Kim Brown of Merry Maids. I'm going to go ahead and bring her up here. Kim, how are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here. And again, Kim Brown and Merry Maids, the CSRA locations, a good bit of locations actually, even outside of that as well. Let me get my paper. I'm a read off the accolades for the people. Okay, we have Augusta, right? We have Aiken.
Yes.
We have Conyers.
Yes.
We have Lake Oconee,
Yes.
which is also kind of Madison.
Yes.
Awesome. And the newest is Conyers, correct? Is that the newest one just now?
No, Aiken is.
Aiken.
Yeah,
All
Aiken
right.
is.
I love that so much. Well, thank you so much for coming in, being here. You know, we want to talk about the cleaning a little later on, but first we want to hear about you, the person behind the business and the shebang and all of that good stuff as well. All right?
All right.
Yes.
Good.
So what got you into this career field, into this industry?
So that's a very interesting story.
Yes.
I was a stay-at-home mom for a lot of years, and my husband, who's a CPA, had a client that first started Merry Maids here in Augusta back in 1992. And he met my husband on the first day when he was checking out his new office, and they became longtime friends as well as client and CPA. And so when it came time for Bob to think about a different career path, he had been an Army veteran. He wanted to retire. And so he called my husband and said, I have a great proposition for you. I looked at my husband initially and thought, you've lost your mind. I am not, no. Came back to us about a year later, asked us again. My husband said, I really would like to do this. It's a really strong business. I think you'd be great at it. And so we did it, and we've never looked back. It's been a great experience. We have a great family company. We have a great parent company that we serve under, and so it's been a great journey.
Wow, I love that story there. You know, even after a year, your husband's friend still came to you all and said, hey, look, y'all have got to do this. And you're now along for that journey here, still living it. So what was your sort of, okay, let's do it? What was that moment you're like, okay, I'll listen. Let's do it.
I did. I just listened to my husband, and he knew the business because he had worked with Bob for years and years behind the scenes of it. He knew the ladies in the office, and they really are my rock, my ladies in the office, because they've been there over 25 years, and they really know it inside and out, and I can really trust it when I have to step away, either for a small vacation or business meetings or things like that. I have a great support in the office.
Yeah, that's awesome there. And, you know, just to know that you have some leading ladies and men also that's there helping out and getting everything going. Now, we spoke a little bit about you having these locations or owning these locations here in the CSRA. And just having those here, what is something that, you know, you really love about serving the CSRA community?
One of the things that we love serving is we participate in events around. We do some grassroots things. We do some trunk or treat opportunities that come across in the fall, giving away candy to a lot of kids. We have Cleaning for a Reason that we participate with, which is giving free cleanings to patients who are undergoing cancer treatment. And then we could do an ongoing service discount for them if they would like to continue on with that, which is really special to me because I lost my own mother-in-law to cancer a long time ago. And so then we also have we do a military discount. We have an active military discount, and I also have extended that to retired military as well as a thank you for their service for our country, because we just believe so much in that. But yeah, we love giving back to the community in a variety of ways, and having grown up here, it's real important to me for us to be visible in the community.
Yes. Thank you so much. And Kim, I want to backtrack a little bit. When you were telling the story about how you all got here, you know, you were saying no. But tell me, what did you not see yourself like in the business world, or were you always wanting to be sort of in that business entrepreneur Stanfield, or was it something else that you were sort of rooting for?
No, I never would have thought I would have been in this position, but it is something that after a couple of years of being in it part-time, I actually moved into it full-time into the business, and I just embraced it, and I jumped in with both feet, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the experience every day. I feel like it has enabled me to grow not only as a person, but as a business owner as well, and we really developed that great family culture in our office. And just look for ways to assist the ladies who work for us. I really look at it as almost like a mission field of opportunity, how we can give back to our team members, how do we give back to the people in our community. But I have embraced that, and it's like I said, I have grown not only as a person but as a business owner through all that.
I love that, and just to be able to see your own growth in between, not saying, back then you were like, but now you're here,
Right.
able to see the growth and everything. So let's talk about this. What has been some of the most rewarding parts of it? We spoke about it a little bit, but what has been that most rewarding part now being in this industry?
Well, I took when we first took over the business and I was working in it, I saw so much potential of what we could do and where we could go with it. And so I began to have small incremental goals as far as what I wanted to see as far as client growth, as far as revenue growth, how we wanted to have our team members participate, as far as the actual empowering them to make decisions within the home to offer that great customer service along with great service. But one of the things that I set my goal was I wanted to be the top franchise in the nation. And so we worked really hard for about 3 years, especially coming out of COVID. And in 2023, we were awarded that top franchise in the nation award. And that was a lot to me. I pushed my staff a lot. I pushed my team members a lot to get there. But it really showed me what my team was capable of. And if we pushed hard enough, what we could actually do when we set a goal that we wanted to accomplish. And it showed my team members that they could strive to higher goals than what was really laid before them in truth. So.
Yeah, that's awesome there. And I'm glad you spoke on that a little bit about you all being the number one franchisee among, I think, there's over 400 of them, and being right here in the CSRA and, just putting on those goals. And now you have something that shows it, being that number one entity here. That is just so awesome. So just looking ahead, what are, some goals that you think you have soon up? Is there some more that you're working towards? I'm sure it's something every day.
Well, taking our Aiken area and really growing it to where we think it can be. And again, just giving even my team members those goals to look towards, so that they think, because we're all a team, we can't do what we do in the office without my frontline team members. They can't do what we do without us in the office, scheduling and making new appointments for them to go take care of. But they really, truly deliver each and every day that 5-star experience, which continues. I tell them they're salespeople. They're not just cleaners. They're salespeople. They continue to sell our service every time they go in a home and deliver that 5-star experience. And so they get empowered and can make those decisions and see how we can grow our company as a whole. Which is nice because then they feel like they have some ownership in that.
Yeah, that's awesome there, and just working together like that goal. Like you said, it's a system, it's a team. You all have to be there to make it all work, and clearly you've all made it work, so that's awesome there, and we'll continue to see these areas grow throughout. Now let's switch over and talk about a little bit of cleaning perhaps. You know that is your expertise, so let's do it here. With the cleaning, okay, we're still in spring, but we're going on ahead to summertime. So what do you think is maybe the one most overlooked cleaning space when going into summer that people often maybe forget about?
I would say closets. I take spring and really dive deep into my own closet and get rid of some things because our closets tend to be catch-alls for everything. Especially when you're cleaning up for guests at the last minute and you start shoving things in a closet. And so I think about my own closet in particular, and I try to get into it at least twice a year.
Yeah.
And really clean out some things in there, and really and truly some high shelves in your home, maybe even your pantry. Things get shoved to the back and forgotten, but those are big areas. And then I would say the last area might be your garage, because we tend to, when we clean out our cars, things get put on a shelf if you've got shelves in your garage, and next thing you know, you've got a garage full of junk that you think, how in the world did this get here? So,
yes, there's no room for the cars.
yeah,
It's just like a
absolutely
chunk room.
Yeah, I would think closets and just things that you don't really think about because you close the doors and they become forgotten.
Yeah.
To a degree.
For sure. Yeah, that's so true. It's true. You close the door and it's like, just put it in there.
Just put it in there. It's gone.
We'll worry about it later.
Yeah,
and
we'll worry about it later.
Later never comes. It's just
exactly
piling up and piling up. So I understand that there. So as we're sort of moving again into the new season, is there one thing that people should go tackle first? Would it be those closets? But if not, what is something they should tackle first, you think?
I always say tackle what you can see. What anyone walking into your home is going to see.
Yeah.
In my own home, personally, I have a couple of shelves that I think I really need to take this stuff off and dust them because that's what somebody's going to see when they walk through the door.
Yes.
And then your kitchen, keeping your kitchen organized and your countertops free of clutter. Really can elevate your space.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, it definitely needs to be things you can see first. Yes, I like that topic.
Definitely things you can see.
Yes, I love that because hey, you want to present not only for your guests but yourself as well, because sometimes when you come in and it's decluttered and you did all that, you can take a breath and it helps you relax a little bit as well.
Which is simple things, doing a simple reset at night before you go to bed, straightening up your pillows on your sofas and blankets and just things that make a big difference when you get up the next morning too.
That is true. Sometimes when I leave in the morning times, I'm like, okay, if I don't do anything else, let me try to make my bed.
Right.
It just makes a difference,
It does make a difference.
It really
does. Yep.
It really does.
Yeah.
Fluffing those pillows, just having something at least, an anchor, an anchor in that room that's done, and we'll get to the rest later for sure.
And even doing the dishes in your sink or loading the dishwasher just to walk back in at the end of a long day to a non-cluttered up kitchen can make a difference in your focus.
That is so true. Now, Kim, I want to have some fun with you, okay? You ready for that?
Sure.
All right, perfect. Now we're going to do a cleaning this or that, okay?
Okay.
You ready for it?
Sure.
All right. Now this might be maybe like some cleaning hacks-ish, but it's going to be basically mainly on cleaning this or that, all right? So we'll go ahead and get into it. I'll give you two choices, and you'll have to select one, okay?
Right.
Paper towels or microfiber cloths?
Microfiber cloths.
Ooh, okay. DIY cleaners or store-bought products?
It depends. So you could do some DIY cleaners, but depending on your situation, you want your products to be pet friendly and child friendly. So some of the store-bought products are not necessarily pet friendly and child friendly, so you want to be aware of that.
That's smart. I like that. Okay, this one here, bleach or vinegar? Vinegar. I've heard that, and even my mom, she uses it a good bit. She loves to make the DIY things with that vinegar in there, and I kind of like the smell it leaves in a way. I kind of like that.
Vinegar is a great antiseptic cleaner.
Wow. Okay. Hand wash dishes or dishwasher?
I'm a dishwasher girl, but if there's a few, obviously you're going to hand wash them.
That is very true.
Yeah, I love to just rinse and put in the dishwasher.
Yes, and
sure.
that's the
important dishwasher work.
Yes, it's right there. You got to use it, and that's important. You got to rinse before you put it in there. Right. Okay, let the people know you can't just put it in with food, and you got to rinse them first. Okay, you're just not doing the washing part per se. All right, this is the last one here: a robot vacuum or traditional vacuum?
traditional.
Ooh.
The robot's great for in between,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you've got pets, if you want to mitigate that pet hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that vacuum cleaner is going to pick up the most dirt.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. I do,
Yeah.
like you said, I like the robot cleaner, especially for hair.
Yes.
Even when I'm brushing my hair in the bathroom, it just,
Right.
I'm like, okay, and I can't sweep it up. It just,
That's right.
so that robot vacuum definitely comes in hand with that as well. And then also with the traditional vacuum, this is something my mom loves. Getting those lines in the,
yes.
oh my
The
goodness.
girls take great pride in leaving the vacuum lines. Yes, they do.
Yes, I love that.
Yes.
All right, so we know Merry Maids leaves the lines
They
after they're
sure
done.
do.
I
And don't
love
walk
that.
back over there freshly vacuumed
Yeah.
carpet.
Oh yeah, no. I'm like, can I come in the room? Or yeah, no, I understand for sure. Well, thank you so much, cleaning this or that, giving us,
Yes.
some of those hacks a little bit, or what we should kind of do or don't do or look out for as well. Now, as we wrap up this cleaning section here, what is a best time for people to sort of look into professional cleaning? When is it time for them to say, all right, it's time to call up Merry Maids?
We take care of that overwhelmed mom or family when it gets to be where you feel like you're cleaning more than spending that time with your family and your kids. The overworked professional, that person who's working 50, 60 hours a week, and the last thing that they want to do is clean on the weekends or at night. They want to devote that time to way more pleasurable pursuits that they would like to do. And then also a thing that we're very good at is we take care of that aging senior who would like to age in place in their home, and they no longer can safely clean or scrub their floors or their showers or tubs, and it becomes a tripping hazard for them. And so we're able to come in and take care of those things for them where they can stay in place longer. And it's really a peace of mind for, especially for adult children who don't live in the area. We're another set of eyes in the home to help that aging senior. But yeah, those are the three big categories that we really work with. And then the fourth one I would say would be for those that just say, I deserve it. I don't have to do this anymore. I've got the discretionary funds that I can hire a cleaning service, and that's why they call us.
Yeah.
We're reliable, consistent, communication is key. It's an all-around ball game with us. So
Yeah, that's perfect there. And then, like you spoke of a little bit, y'all are a service, as you said, and this is a great way to show off that service, or to have that service in the CSRA and beyond that as well. And you're showing that with the different places like the moms and the seniors and everything, just making sure, their home is taken care of, but it's also they're taken care of as well. It takes off a little bit of them for them as well.
Well, their home is their biggest asset, and so it's a trust that we don't take lightly. And the ladies are human; they'll have service failures. But when we have a service failure, we're right on the spot to take care of that, to that customer satisfaction, because it's real important to me as a business owner that we deliver that 5-star service, and that we make good on our promise to take care of that home to that customer's complete satisfaction every time.
Yeah, nice. Well, I love that, Kim. And before I get you out of here, businesswoman in the industry, you've done it, you've lived it, and you're still in it doing great things. Now, what is some advice for women that may be looking to make a sort of pivot or getting into that sort of industry? What is some advice you have for them?
I think you just do it. You take that chance, you go for it, you stick with your gut instincts, and if you work hard enough, you absolutely can make your dream come true. And I don't ever look at mistakes as failures. It's just an opportunity to pivot and make adjustments and move forward. Because I certainly have made a lot of mistakes along the way and learned a lot in the process, but absolutely take that chance. You might not ever get another one.
Well, there it is right there from Kim Brown of Merry Maids. I love that there. Anything else you want to leave the people with before we get you out of here?
Just that we love servicing our community. We're here 5 days a week. We do our best to communicate well with our clients, and we really hope to see you and hope that you'll trust us with your house one day.
Yes, yes. And let's tell them those locations again. We got Augusta.
Augusta.
We
That's
got
our main
Aiken.
location
That's your main
here.
one. And y'all are not too far from here,
No,
right?
we're right down the road on Davis Road,
Yes,
and then
yes.
Aiken. So we
Aiken.
service a lot of territory in Aiken, North Augusta, McCormick. So we go all the way to the lake.
Wow.
And then we have our Conyers location with
Yes.
Lake Oconee in there as well, and service in Madison and the whole Lake Oconee area.
All right, so you've
So,
got us covered.
yeah.
You got the CSRA plus more covered
Plus more,
for sure.
yeah, for
Oh
sure.
man, well thank you so much, Kim, for coming
Thank you
in.
for having me.
Yes, yes, it's been so great to learn a little bit about you as well as Merry Maids. Yes,
Thank you so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank